Hello, Outlanders. We hope you can hear us all okay. Let us know in the chat real quick if you can hear us, and we'll be more than happy to begin as soon as we get a green light from you. All right, we got some. Can hear you all fine in the chat. So hello everyone. My name's Anjanette, and you may know me as Forsythia within the community. And today is a rather special stream because it's our 50th dev stream. So we have some wonderful guests with us today. We have Jonáš, who is our analyst, and we have Antonis, who is our marketing specialist.
Hello.
Hi, everyone in the chat saying hi. Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Hey guys.
Alrighty then. Okay, so I think that we can start off with introducing yourselves. Jonáš, would you like to go ahead and, talk about what does your job entail and how your day-to-day tasks look like?
Okay. Hello, I'm Jonáš. I'm analyst. I'm working mostly on Vigor project, and my daily job consists mostly of juggling with databases, providing data to my colleagues, and answering questions from my colleagues mostly.
Yeah, Jonáš is the numbers guy. Like, you can't really go wrong when Jonáš has the numbers.
That's true.
Yeah. Yes, yes it is. Before we go over to introducing Antonis, there are just some questions on the chat. Are the servers coming back online soon? What's the ETA on the maintenance? Well, as we mentioned on our social media posts, we expect it to be around 8 hours. It's a really long maintenance, we know, and we're really sorry for the inconvenience caused, but we're doing our best to wrap it up as soon as possible so that all of you can go back into encounters or shootout or eliminations in the Outlands. So hang in there. Hopefully it will be done really soon. We will be updating you on our socials once it's ready. So just keep an eye out. Like, we know you're all excited, but you get to be here on the dev stream too to hear some information and celebrate our 50th dev stream with us.
Yes.
So there's that. So hopefully y'all will stick around and we'll be happy to hear what we have in store for you today. Alright, so Antonis, would you like to introduce yourself and just tell the community what you do and how your day-to-day tasks look like?
Yeah, for sure. Hi everybody, my name is Antonis, or Tony, as I like to be called. I'm a marketing specialist, which means I work with the marketing team of Vigor. Some of my day-to-day tasks involve working on some marketing campaigns, online, offline. One of the most exciting projects that we took was the lore for Vigor Chronicles Vengeance. That was a very, very exciting project that the whole team got to work with, and we're very happy with the result. And it's all very exciting.
Yeah, for sure. And actually today Tony will also be discussing more about the lore that's available in the game. So if you have any questions later on or even right now for Tony about lore, please feel free to put it in the chat. And even Jonáš, if you have any interesting questions about statistics or data, well, you should actually stay tuned because we have something cool for you all later. But you can also feel free and ask Jonáš later on. Let's see what the chat has to say. Hello, everyone.
Hey guys.
Okay, everyone's super happy rolling in. And everyone's, congrats on 50 streams, thank you. We're happy to be here, really.
Yeah, that's a big milestone for us.
It is. Like, I can't believe that we approached our 50th dev stream so quickly. Like, how did time fly so fast?
I know, right?
Alright. So, actually, maybe we can start off with something... Before we start off with Tony's lovely talks about the lore, first off, we'd probably like to talk about something that you may have seen on our social media already, which is the Advent Calendar Challenge. So if you haven't yet, feel free to take a look at our socials or just listen in right now if you feel like. So the Advent Calendar Challenge will be running from today until the 24th, and there will be a series of challenges for you to fulfill or complete. The winners will be chosen for the challenges depending on the challenge. So it may be randomized, it may be something else. You'll have to stay tuned. I mean, you'll have to really take a look and watch out for it on our socials.
Yep.
And actually, today is already the first day of Advent.
Today is the first day.
Yeah, and actually I wanted to ask you both off topic about the game. Do any of you have any Advent calendars at home?
Oh, it's been probably 2 years since I had an Advent calendar.
Really?
Yeah, last year I don't think I got one.
No.
But 2 years ago I had one. But
Okay.
I'm probably gonna pick one today.
Yeah, I
Might
mean,
as
why
well.
not? It's already the first day, so just go ahead.
Yeah.
It's too late.
No, it's not!
Until the shop's closed, it's not too late.
Oh yeah, for sure. And what about you, Jonáš? Do you have an Advent calendar?
Actually, not often. Most years I don't have anything like that. But this year my girlfriend bought me Advent salami.
Oh.
And it has markings. You can like do one bit of salami every day.
Oh, that sounds great.
That's great.
I'm already in like half of December.
So,
Of course.
of course, I mean the Advent, why do you need to follow the rules on the Advent calendar? Just go. Go ham or go salami.
Instead of
Sorry.
go nuts.
Alright, so actually, if you haven't seen it yet, we already posted our first Advent challenge, which is actually today. Join our dev stream giveaway. And well, because it's our 50th dev stream, we'll actually be handing out some giveaway codes for all of you on our chat. The intervals between the codes are randomized, so you'll have to keep an eye out on the chat to grab a code, and it's just, whoever grabs it first gets to redeem it and use it, and you get to be happy about that as well. So, hopefully, good luck to all of you, and hopefully y'all will be able to snag some codes to use in the Outlands. That will be great.
Yeah. You just have to stay tuned. Like, keep an eye out on the chat for those codes, and may best of luck to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so maybe we can start off with discussing the lore already.
Yeah, sure.
That would be probably interesting.
Of course.
So Tony, if you please, the controller is right in front of you. You'll have to turn it on again because it turned off because it was idle.
Yep. So, this year was a big undertaking for us, doing the lore, implementing the lore. It's something that the whole team wanted to do for a long time, and with Vigor Chronicles Vengeance, we thought it would be the best opportunity to actually make it happen. The whole process behind it was super fascinating and super amazing. Like, the whole team was hands-on to make it happen and just like put out the best possible product that we could. At the end, everybody worked really hard on this, and we're all very, very proud. For the Outlanders that don't know what we're talking about, here in the armory, you can find this tape recorder right here. And throughout the battle pass, you get to collect these tapes. Every 5 levels, you get one. And they're all in the free tier of the battle pass for anybody who didn't know. Once you collect all 10 of them, you'll be able to listen to the story that we put together for Chronicles Vengeance. I'm not gonna go into too much detail into the story itself, or if any people haven't heard of it so far.
No
like,
spoilers.
I wanna keep it spoiler free, that's for sure. But it's a very exciting story. It's full of, drama and action. So if anybody hasn't listened to the whole story yet, like my advice would be to just like go in, get those levels, get those tapes, have a listen.
Oh yeah, for sure. Before we jump into more questions about the lore, I've been seeing some questions in the chat about how they would redeem the codes that we would be giving away on the stream chat. Well, it really depends on your console. We would also be, by the way, mentioning which console the code is applicable for. And for example, like I unfortunately don't own a PlayStation or a Nintendo Switch, so I would say that for Xbox you would redeem the code on the store. However, I assume that you would do the same on PlayStation, that you would redeem the code on the store. So you'll have to act really fast in grabbing the code, and you'll have to type it real quick so that you can redeem it as soon as you can, so you could be the first one to grab it, you know, so good luck, really. But there will be a few of them throughout the stream chat, so if you feel like giving up after the first one's already been taken, don't give up. There will be more coming at irregular intervals. Every now and then it will be on the chat, so just keep an eye out, and good luck with typing out the code.
Yeah, best of luck to everyone.
Yeah, and so back to the lore. Tony, what do you think is your favorite cassette tape out of all of them?
That is a really nice question. I would have to say I'm kind of torn between cassette number 2 and cassette number 9.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm kind of torn between those two. But yeah, they're all amazing. At the end of the day, it's a pretty interesting story to listen to, and we're all, you know, as I said, everybody worked really hard on this. Everybody put, you know, their heart and soul into this, and the process behind it was really exciting, really amazing, and I would like to give a shout out to the voice actors that participated. I believe they did an excellent job, as well as our audio team with the post-processing of the tapes. Just a big shout out to everyone.
Yeah, it was a lot of hard work for sure. Jonáš, do you have a specific cassette tape that you really like?
I like that cassette where...
Wait.
Spoilers.
Yeah, it would be a spoiler.
Okay. I like the one with Philip screaming.
Oh, yeah, because one of our developers was involved in the voice acting as well.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they will just have to figure out which one.
There's a beautiful Wilhelm scream.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's definitely a highlight for me.
Alright, so we've actually got a couple of questions and comments about the cassette tapes. What about players who start after this season? How will they get the tapes? Tony, go take it away.
Well, we've been discussing this internally. We know that many of our players were really, really excited about the tapes and the lore, but they were kind of feeling a little bit disappointed with the fact that it was given in the battle pass, right? We're aware of that, and we're right now discussing internally some other possible ways that we could distribute them besides the battle pass. Right now, all I can say is just wait a little bit, and we'll see.
Yeah, because we've got plans on how to give it away to everyone, so don't worry about it. Future Outlanders will definitely have access to the tapes. It's just that, as mentioned in a previous stream by Parrot, I believe, that we didn't have enough time or resources to distribute it in a way that would probably make everyone very happy. Like, for example, Mementos.
That's true.
It was just a lot of time and resources, and we were so excited to get the community to have them and to listen to them, so we thought that the quickest way was the free tier of the battle pass. And that's a perfect segue, because I saw another comment about the cassettes, which is that there's one that's in the premium tier, which is like... Please, Tony, go ahead.
Yeah, the one on the premium tier, it's a bonus tape that we decided to give as a little bit of a small gift for the premium battle pass owners. The tape itself does not tie into the main story from the free tier, so if you do not own it, you are not missing from anything. It was just like a small, let's say, thank you to the premium battle pass owners, and the tape itself does not take away from the main story.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, so we've got people in the chat saying Philip did the voice of Jan, I believe, which, yes.
Yes. They cracked it.
And there's actually a really nice comment about, Ewebermind said, I like how the tape recordings don't start immediately, very authentic and atmospheric. Thank you so much for that positive feedback. The compliment is gonna make us so happy. I mean, especially us. Like, we're really happy. We worked really hard on it, so we're happy that you like it.
We're super proud. We're super happy, and you can wait for some like interesting stuff in the future as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, hopefully you all are ready to hear more about the lore later on in the future, because we will definitely be keeping on creating more for you. It seems that everyone's happy with hearing it, so yeah.
I have a question for the chat, actually.
Okay.
One aspect for our campaign with Vigor Chronicles Vengeance was to change the naming itself. So I wanted to ask the chat right now, what do they feel about the new naming and like Vigor Chronicles Vengeance? If they like it, or if they would like to see it, continued in some way.
Well, yeah. So there you go, chat. Feel free.
Yeah, let us know what you think about the naming of the season.
Yeah, go ahead and leave your suggestions, feedback, and comments on the chat, and hopefully we'll get to it later on. There's actually a question again about the 8 hours maintenance. Is this 8 hours maintenance so that servers are more stable?
Yes. Actually, the answer for this is yes.
Yeah.
It is definitely concerning servers. There are some big changes to how the game will run, and servers are complex. I think
Definitely.
it takes time.
But just to get it out on the room for everyone, it's not an update. Just once more, it's taking a long time, but it's not an update. It's a server maintenance. That's why you're unable to play right now. We're really sorry about that, but we'll let you know once it's all running smoothly and all okay for you to hop on in the Outlands. Alright, so let's see. What do we have in the chat? Let's see if we've got any comments already regarding Tony's question.
I saw a comment. Somebody said that they really liked the naming.
Was it this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Which is that the naming is good, but they didn't really notice it until you brought it up. Which is...
Okay.
Well, but now at least that this is why dev streams are valuable, because you get some insight on the people who work with the game, the dev team, and you get to know such things that you probably didn't think about before. So
True.
Hopefully that gave you something nice to think about. Alright. Alright. Let's see then. It's not possible to enter the game. Yeah, unfortunately, I will repeat once more, we're going through some server maintenance, which may take a while, as we mentioned on our social media post. We're really sorry for the inconvenience, but you'll get back on shortly, hopefully, soon. We'll let you know on our socials, so stay tuned. Alright. Well, here's an interesting question.
Okay.
But I'm worried that if we address that question, we might be spoiling it.
It's possible.
So probably not.
It's possible. It's a little bit iffy.
It's risky territory.
it's a risky territory. Right now, we just can't go into too much detail as to what it stands for.
But I mean, you could just look for the definition of the word and...
Yeah, that's true. There's always an option.
Yeah.
What I can say is I think it will make more sense with time.
Yeah. So you all really have to stick around and stay tuned to see what's going to happen in the future. All right. So maybe we can start taking a look at the wonderful data that Jonáš has prepared for us. Are you ready to? Okay. I'm
Let's go for
gonna
it.
take that as a yes.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see. So this is a really interesting graph. I'm sure that the community will
Let's ask the stream what they think this is.
Oh yeah. Okay, so chat, you heard it. Here's a graph that Jonáš has prepared. So what do you think this is about, or what do you think it's meant to represent? So please feel free. Oh, that was a huge in caps, the new map or heat map.
Yes, I think
Hills and Dam map. The Dam map.
that's exactly true. This
Good job.
this thing we are looking at is first 100,000 kills on Kerstin Dam. Blue dots are killers, and red dots are on the receiving end
Of the bullet.
Of the bullet.
of the bullet. So to give you some insight, the dam goes like this. The water is on this side. You can see this tiny scaffolding which goes kinda around that main tower in the middle. This is actually my favorite spot because I'm very slow.
So it gets you to get your bearings. while you're out there.
Yeah, and I mostly play very cowardly when it comes to shootouts.
That's okay. Everyone's got a different play style.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Yeah.
What else is here? I like this small. Maybe you can imagine it. This small. This is the small room which is on the top deck of the dam. This is where terrible carnages happen. There are two lockers in here, and here is a very tiny spot when one can like kinda hide. But if you look like closely, like. Okay.
We lost it.
This is
found
Oh,
very
it's
good.
alright.
But if you look like very closely in here, there are mostly deaths here. So I personally can't recommend this spot like for camping. This one is much better.
Now you know, guys. Go for the scaffolding.
Alright, let's see what the chat has to say. Oh, let's see. Well, someone mentioned that they spend 99% of their time running.
Well, I have looked at this as well. I wanted to know how far you can run
Without dying.
Without dying in one encounter.
Okay.
It's 4 kilometers.
4 in an encounter.
In an encounter,
Okay.
you have like approximately 1,000 seconds before radiation kills everyone. And the average like traveling speed is around it's a bit more than 400. You get 400 centimeters per second when you like run normally, and about 650 centimeters per second if you're sprinting. Obviously you can't sprint the whole time, so average speed is around like
So there's an
430
average.
430 centimeters per second. So you can like realistically run about 4 kilometers in one
Wow.
encounter.
Okay, that's quite interesting
Nice.
information, which I hope that the chat and our viewers find really
But
interesting.
most people die or exit the map much sooner. So there are maps which where the players run a bit more. The one map which has like biggest average traveled distance is Grondheim, because you
Have to run. Like,
action actually usually happens in the middle, in the small village.
yeah.
And
Which is fair. That's why I always avoid it. I just try to stay away from the middle of the river.
Mhm.
But in general, I mean,
yeah, but
Greenland's
it's
a bloodbath.
kind of
So
dangerous there, so
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Enter at your own risk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We've got a question actually. With Jonáš here, could we ask if it's possible to modify the statistics reported in the game so we can see the last 100 encounters and season leaders? So I guess like season statistics for themselves as players.
I think it's probably theoretically possible.
But
But yeah, leaderboards are kind of complex because the game needs to do kind of hard query. It has to go through many players and decide what is your place on the big ledger, which is computationally kind of expensive. But let's see. This is actually good suggestion.
yeah.
I would probably like to see that.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
mean,
cool.
it will just be rather hard to implement it because we have so much on our plate to do. So you have to find the time, prioritize it, see if there's space for it, do we have enough resources to put in there. So, yeah, it would be interesting, but everyone wants it, but it's hard.
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of hard.
Alrighty then, let's see. Oh. Will Santa be coming this year? That's just an off-topic question, so sorry.
I don't know.
I mean, is Christmas coming this year? I think you've eaten half of your salami advent calendar.
Yeah, I mean Christmas is coming, but I don't know about Santa. I don't know whether everyone was nice enough.
Oh, so
Let's
if
see.
you've been a good Outlander or a bad Outlander, it's gonna depend on that, I guess. Alrighty then.
You still have like 24 days to be extra nice to everyone.
For sure. There's actually another question for you, Jonáš. What is the least used consumable?
I don't have this in my head,
Okay.
but I think the alarm trap is kind of seldomly used.
Likely candidate, yeah.
It's kind of likely candidate because yeah, it doesn't fit everyone's playstyle, and yeah, well, it's something we can tweak a bit in the future.
Yeah, we could look into it. I mean, we're always working on improving stuff in the game.
That's true.
And
That's
we're
true.
always listening to your feedback, so, you know, if you have any ideas on the consumables, then feel free to let us know. Also, real quick, I already saw some of the giveaway codes on the chat, so we hope that you've been able to grab them. Don't worry if you were unable to grab one, because there will be more coming on the chat, and surely everyone would enjoy some crowns. I mean...
It's the festive season.
Yeah,
so
it's the season of giving.
Yes.
Here we are.
Yes, the season of giving. So we're giving away the codes. Keep your eyes open on the chat, and maybe you'll be one of the lucky winners.
Yeah, for sure. There's actually a question for Jonáš again about statistics, and I think you might know the answer to it. What is the longest distance on a headshot in Vigor?
I actually know this.
Ooh, spicy!
Nice.
Okay.
It's about 400 meters, and it happened many versions back. On Snow Forest, there was someone. If you remember, on Snow Forest, there is like a big slope.
Yeah. I tend to die there.
Where you go to the exit. It's kind of exposed, and it looks like someone just fired a chance shot from shotgun actually.
Oh, wow.
Spicy.
Wow.
Okay.
He got incredibly lucky.
Alright.
Talk about 1 in a million.
Wait, and the person who
It's one in several millions actually.
Wow.
And wait, just to clarify, the person who got killed by this shot was closer to the exit or farther to the exit?
Closer to the exit. The one who fired was like in the middle of woods. Like the whole map has less than a kilometer, like in every dimension.
That's really sad. The person wasn't able to escape. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
that's sad.
the Outlands for you, right?
Unpredictable as always.
It's unforgiving.
Yes.
Of course, yeah. Okay, let's see. Then there's another graph by Jonáš, actually. And if anyone's got any questions for either Tony or Jonáš, please feel free to drop them in the chat. And also, giveaway codes, please go ahead and grab them. Good luck. Alright, let's see the next graph by...
This is the same-ish thing, but it's about shootout.
Alright.
Shootout on Sawmill. The dimensions are kinda weird here. You can see that in Unreal Engine, this is where this is the tool with which Vigor is being created. It works in what we like to call Unreal centimeters. It's kinda like normal centimeters, but not really. It seems that like vertical z-axis centimeter is not the same centimeter as in x and y axis, so this looks kinda compressed. This is Sawmill Shootout. This is where trains are. This is the tiny booth in the corner of the map. Those points very low underneath. This is the water, like beneath the level on the border, and of course you can see roofs where snipers lie. Mostly, you can see here even the pipe which connects those two main buildings.
All right, that's the pipe. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I think everyone gets shot from there. Let's see. Yeah. Well, there is a death, or someone actually got a kill while standing on the pipe. Like, I mean, congratulations.
Quite a feat.
Good one. And this is the house with one side broken, or this incomplete house, little bit to the right. I'm not very good in navigating this. Yeah, I like to make these once in a while.
Understandably so. I mean, it really gives a lot of insight on where a lot of the kills and where a lot of the deaths happen.
Yep.
And I'm sure that this must be very interesting for the community because the dam map for Kirsten is quite new still. So, and it's always a bloodbath on Shootout. I mean, it's...
Oh yeah. What I have noticed is that Sawmill, both Sawmill and Kirsten shootout maps are limited by either 10 minutes or first player getting 20 kills. And while this doesn't happen very often that someone has 20 kills on Sawmill map, it happens kinda often on Kirsten. I mean, it's much more like fast-paced, faster-paced game.
And it's a lot of close quarters as well, which the community has been, well, mostly loving it, but some are expressing their concerns that it's too fast, which is understandable.
Yeah.
We knew that it would be different because the map is a bit more narrow, so you have less space to hide and run.
Yeah, like it's like more Unreal Tournament-ish.
Yeah, for sure.
It can give a lot of thrills though.
Yeah, like some people are really
Yeah.
into that, and we had a lot of people from the community saying that they wanted close quarters more because they hated getting sniped all the way across the map. So hopefully they've been able to enjoy it through Kirsten, through the dem, because, you know, it's relatively new and we hope that you're enjoying it so far. Alright, let's see what the chat has to say. What happened with the permanent map for encounters, and can you put it again? The featured map.
Yeah, we are talking about this a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. This concerns what we want the most is to provide our players with as short waiting times in matchmaking. So this is still like object of very lively discussion.
I mean, but we're hoping to return the third slot as soon as we can.
We would like to do third slot. We are not sure yet about featured map because
there are some things happening behind the scenes, which, I mean, this is really interesting, like, to see and hear from the development side, because as a player you just see the game and you try and queue up and you're like, cool, I'm in a game, now I'm going to be able to loot and run around. But there's a lot of workings going on behind the scenes. There's lots of things for us to consider. So thank you for all of your feedback and your suggestions and your patience as well with it, because we can't just change things with a flip of a switch per se. It takes a lot. It's always a team effort, so it's not like someone will make one decision and then not talk to the whole team about it. Everyone has to have a say.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like sometimes a process that can take a little bit more time than we would like to, but it's just how it is sometimes.
It is what
it is what it is. Like we would like to make it as easy as flipping a switch on a button and then just like poof, magically everything's there. Unfortunately, sometimes that's not possible. But yeah, as you said, Angie, like the community has been very patient and like
they're sticking with us.
They're sticking with us, and for that, many thanks. And we're always trying to either make the game more efficient, more fun, and try to tweak and balance some things. So it's a constant process, basically.
And actually, we've got another comment about the third slot for featured map. Wait, so featured map won't be back after today's server update? I think, I think we can.
We can.
Like, can we? We can.
Yeah,
I think we can.
I think we can.
I think we can.
So something for you all to look forward to once the server maintenance is over. It's not an update, but it's a server maintenance, and we are hoping that we will get a third slot for encounters back, but it won't necessarily be a featured map, but there will be a third choice for you to go for encounters. So hopefully, when things go smoothly, you all will be able to have another slot to try to play encounters in. Not just 2 slots, but 3.
Yay!
So there's some happy news, hopefully, for you. And to segue into that, when is the maintenance done? Hard to say. Like, we did say on our socials that it was going to take about 8 hours. It's really tough for us behind the scenes, but the team is doing their best, and they're working on it to make sure that it can come back up live real soon, real quick, hopefully. So we'll let you know.
Flipping many switches.
Yeah, there isn't just one. There's like thousands.
Just be a little bit more patient, guys. It's gonna be done, but we just need a little bit more patience.
Yeah, for sure. And also, this is our 50th dev stream. So if any of you are wondering, what are these codes on the chat? Well, they're codes that we are giving away for crowns. Just to recap to those who have just arrived to the stream, we're giving away some codes for you to redeem as soon as you can. It's a first come, first serve basis, and they're being put out on the chat on irregular intervals. So you're gonna have to keep an eye out for it, and you'll have to redeem them, well, depending on your console, but I assume it would be redeemed on your store. So for example, if you're on Xbox, you would redeem it on the Xbox store. Alrighty then. So let's see what else we've got in the chat. Never ending tea, Jonáš?
No, I have actually ended and it was coffee.
Okay.
It's gone.
No, it was coffee, but close enough, I guess.
And it just ended.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Hi, hope y'all are doing well. Is the crosshair bug getting fixed? Talking about shooting while you're in cover, even when the crosshair is clearly on target. Please fix the game. Oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
The one when you're hiding behind a rock and you.
Yeah. I think our team is like actually like looking into it right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yes,
They
yes,
are.
yes.
And I believe that it's actually a more complex issue than.
Oh, it's so complicated.
Jonáš! Yes! But I mean, like, so much so that it's not just rocks that affect it. I mean, other kinds of cover affect it too, and there's like a third-person point of view involved and first-person, so it's a lot of things that we have to take into consideration, but we're definitely working on it, and we're hoping that it will be improved and fixed real soon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The guys are working hard on that bug. So yeah. No more details that we can share.
No, because someone will have a very stern talking to in the end if someone shares something later on that we're not supposed to share. Alright, let's see if we have another question in the chat, perhaps. Let's see. I've never played Kirsten. Sorry, it's too hectic. It's not a question, but it's a feedback. Which is...
like that's understandable. Like the fast-pacedness of the map, it's like not everybody's cup of tea, and yeah, we get that. It's not for everyone. However, eventually it will be released as an encounter map, so maybe that will give a different feel to it.
Yeah. So, you only get a portion of it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now it's just a portion of the map, exactly.
But you can look around, but you'll probably get killed if you look for too long.
Yeah. You can't spend too much looking down on the dam itself.
Yeah, but you do get a sneak peek of how the whole map will look like when we release it for encounters. Alright, so let's see. New map for elimination? I mean, it would probably be interesting to create one. Or maybe we can find like a different portion of a different map that could serve as an elimination map, but it will take a lot of time. I mean...
Yeah. I think like first there needs to be some investigation done.
Yeah, a lot actually.
Before we kind of like decide on something like this. It would be really nice to have it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably gonna take some time.
Yeah, for sure. And we've actually got a question. It's in French though, but they're asking, could you please put animals in the game? We've discussed this numerously internally, and we've come to a conclusion that it would be rather difficult to put animals and AI into the game. We just don't have enough resources or time for it. It would be great, but it's very resource heavy. So we're really sorry, but we're not likely to add animals or AI into the game. Alright, let's see. any plans to nerf the L85A1? Well, the person said A3, but it's the A1 in the chat. The gun is so OP.
I have seen other people in this very same chat saying it's fine as it is now. It's probably a matter of opinion.
Yeah, I guess it also depends on what map you're playing on, because if you use it in Kirsten, then it's a bloodbath on the dam. Yeah.
Yes, there it can be like a really, really nice toy to have to annihilate some people.
Yeah, I mean, look, we quickly got some people on the chat having mixed feedback. Some are like, it's not OP. It's OP when you aim down the sights. It's not that OP. So it really depends. Definitely.
It can spark a conversation.
As we can see.
This thing. But definitely the coolest part of the L85 is the scope.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's not something that we've had in the game before, so it's definitely unique on its own. Alright, let's see. So there's more giveaway codes going on in the chat, guys, and actually I just wanted to bring up again that we've got an advent calendar challenge happening right now. It started today, actually, so you've got 24 days to join in on the challenge. Each day there will be something different, and there will be winners, so you'll have to just participate and see the instructions, because they're different for every day. So sometimes you might pick winners randomly, or, well, it would depend.
That's true. That's true. But it's very flexible. So you guys have basically 24 chances to win something.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And so you'll have to grab your chance while you can. You know, it's kind of like a nice Christmas treat, too, if you win something, right? So
yeah, that's true. Plus, today we have a gift within the gift, because we're giving out the codes.
Yeah, so as Tony cleverly mentioned, the first challenge for the advent calendar is actually to join today's dev stream giveaway, which we hope that you've been able to grab codes while you can. However, I just saw someone in the chat say, I swear these codes are being gobbled up by the same person almost instantly. Oh, come on, everyone.
How can you be so sure?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always the benefit of the doubt, I guess, but it really depends. I mean, some people are really fast in typing, but they're all for different consoles and for different regions as well. So
that's true.
Though it may seem like it's just one person grabbing it, it's probably not.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Some people are just that fast.
Yeah, you get good. There's a question about the Advent Challenge, actually. Is the Advent Challenge only on one platform or all social communities? We're posting the Advent Calendar challenges on Facebook and on Twitter, because those are the best places to show the submissions for future challenges. So the first challenge on the Advent Calendar is to join today's dev stream giveaway, but later on you may need to show something cool or tell us something, which Facebook and Twitter are probably the best places.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, hopefully that answers your question about the Advent challenges. Let's see. Let's see then. Can we get more LMGs in the game? Guns similar to the M249 aiming. I mean, why not?
I mean, yeah, like, a lot of the times the community will suggest some guns that we could add into the game, and they're all like very interesting suggestions. It's just like we cannot, just take everything and put it into the game. Some of the weapons or some of our decisions are more, let's say, meticulous. So we can be very spontaneous on what we're gonna introduce next into the game. But for sure, we're always taking your considerations into account and your feedback and your opinions before we come up with a final decision. So even though you didn't see the gun you suggested in the game today, you might see it at a later point in time. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfectly summed up by Tony, so I hope that you all caught that. We've actually got another question. Is the airplane sound / airdrop announcement getting fixed? Yes.
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 Definitely. You can expect it to be back in the next update, so stay tuned for that. We're not dropping any dates because you'll just have to wait and see, but we'll definitely be announcing it once it's closer, so stay tuned for that.
Yep.
Alright, so actually, we can go back to data, I guess, from Jonáš. There is actually one more, I believe, that Jonáš prepared for us.
Oh yeah.
And it's this lovely graph. So, take it away, Jonáš. I mean, like, it's really tiny.
It's rather tiny.
Yeah.
Can we go full screen?
You can press this. So that's
yeah,
as big
yeah,
as it
yeah.
is.
Okay, so I think this could interest some people. This is how many. This is actually a distribution of kill distances. Every time anyone shoots anyone, the distance between the killer and the dead character gets measured, and from like approximately zillions of data points we can do things like this. I'm not sure how our audience is when it comes to statistics, but the blue lines are the maximum kill distance measured in meters. So it's actually from 10 point from this season, Chronicles Vengeance. So unfortunately you can't see that legendary silver pigeon kill. But you can see that the biggest kill distance you can achieve is actually with contact bomb. Because
Yeah, because you just lay it down and...
Makes sense.
yeah, you can be somewhere very in very different place once it goes off.
For sure, yeah. And I see that if not a contact bomb, then actually a booby trap.
Yeah,
booby trap. I mean, booby trap kills are kinda rare because you kinda have to stack more of them to achieve like 100 damage. But it does happen, and when it happens, it's very funny.
Glorious.
Yeah.
It's very glorious.
It seems that some of our community is actually finding this data interesting.
Oh yeah.
One of them
Nice.
said that he
Keep the
is...
screenshot.
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead. But one of them was like, I'm on that long blue line for contact bombs, so it seems that we have someone who admittedly dies often to contact bombs.
Well,
It can happen.
It can happen.
Alright. People get kills with booby traps? Yes.
yes, they do.
Yes.
It
It's-
happens. Sometimes
Yep.
sometimes you can get killed by your own booby trap. If you stack enough and you forget. So,
Does it come from experience?
No, thank God.
Okay.
I've just seen people do it. I'm
Alright.
so happy I did not experience that. But contact
can
bombs,
happen.
on
Yes.
the other hand, like I feel like it's so much easier to die from contact bombs than from booby traps.
That's true. It happened to me, actually.
Sorry. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see. We've actually got a question. Can you share these graphs on socials for everyone to see? we could share similar information or data with you if it's something that you all would like to have. But I guess not necessarily these graphs, because it would not, you could not probably see it very well on socials, unfortunately. So we'd have to modify it somehow, but I mean, you could definitely get the same data perhaps if y'all are interested in having it. We could prepare that for you.
We do post some like
Data.
statistic from.
Sometimes it's like season related, other times
Yeah.
it's not, so you'll just have to stay tuned. But thank you for expressing your interest in seeing such data and graphs. So we're happy to hear that, and I'm sure Jonáš is happy too. So
Yes.
there's that. Let's see what the chat has to say. Will you ever add button mapping? I don't think we have that in plans right now.
Not really.
But if it's something that the community would like to have, then please feel free to share your feedback with us. We're always looking around on socials and listening to what you have to say. So please let us know if it's something that the community, if they reach a consensus in the community, like having polls. Those are really useful for us, for example.
Yeah. We're always looking for new ways to like get your input into several stuff. So
So there's that. There's a question. Will we be having a dev stream before Christmas? Yes.
Yes, we will. We will.
I mean, hopefully it will push through, depending on the circumstances with what's going on in the world right now. But for now, we've got it planned for you all to enjoy a Christmas stream. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. Will you consider making encounters a team of 4?
As in, like, going into a team of 4 people?
And then go into encounters.
And then go into encounters? Like, right now, at this point in time, we don't have any plans for this. It is, though, an interesting idea, but we would first have to kind of, like, discuss it internally, and investigate, because this kind of changes the dynamic for the game, right?
Quite a lot.
And quite a lot. And if it's a feature that does this like significant change, then definitely there's a lot of discussion need to be made, investigation, time spent, man hours. So yeah, for now we don't have something like this planned, but
who knows what will happen in the future.
Yeah.
But I think like another factor to take into consideration is that the maps are not necessarily big enough to have like teams of 4.
That's true.
In there. So
that's true.
It would kind of be a lot of work. Right. But if you do want to play with your pals in teams of 4, then you could team up and play with them on elimination. I mean, go ahead. You can form teams of 5 even. So it can be a 5v5 for sure.
Also true. The issue there is that you have quite a lot of duos, but not so many trios. And is it called quartetto? I think so. Group of 4 people. It's
quadruple.
Quartet. Ah, okay.
Oh yeah, quartet. Yeah.
So those would be even rarer, and the concern is that such a group could be overpowered. And the game could be a bit disbalanced then.
That's true.
We want to keep it fair, at least a bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, not everyone can win, I guess. Alright. We're actually nearing the end of our stream, so everyone, if you have any questions, any comments or feedback you'd like to share with us, or questions for Jonáš, questions for Tony, please feel free to share it in the chat and we'll do our best to answer them. While we're waiting for the questions to come in the chat, I think we can rehash the Advent post that we made. So we've actually got an Advent calendar challenge going on our socials. So feel free to take part and actually probably win something really nice for Christmas. We already did our first, today's the first day of Advent for the Advent calendar, so that's the challenge for today, to join our dev stream giveaway, and we hope that you all were able to somehow manage to grab some codes.
Yeah.
We saw it going past, and hopefully some of you were lucky enough to grab it. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. There's actually a question. Can we get special weekend events like increased loot or faster radiation, etc.? Faster radiation?
That's...
Do you just want everyone to die?
Wow. It's just like super get in, get out.
Oh yeah. Will you even reach the first car to loot, or like the first tiny box on the road to grab? Who knows, man?
Who knows?
I think special weekend events can be fun. We already do have double XP weekends every now and then.
That's true.
But we can keep in mind other ideas, like as mentioned by this community member, increased loot. Faster radiation, probably not.
Probably not. Increased loot sounds interesting. And I think it would be something that the team is willing to discuss at some point in time, if it would be implementable. So yeah, there's the option. We just have to first kind of discuss it and see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
But for sure, it's an interesting idea.
We have a question for you, Jonáš, and you may or you may not answer it depending on if you could do it off the top of your head. What are the stats with the players having a fully upgraded shelter?
I guess the question is how many people got to fully upgrade the shelter. Well, I obviously don't remember such numbers, but it's actually kind of few people.
So we've got an elite in the community who have their shelter completed.
Yeah, I think number of possible improvements is 281. Something like that. Something like that. So you actually have to spend quite a lot of time.
It's a lot of effort
playing the game.
Grinding.
It's quite a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And it's actually not too many people. If you get there, you can consider yourself
super cool.
Yeah, very near the top.
291, I think, some of the members of the community.
Take a look if you want. We have the game open and we can check.
Yeah.
One of the people in the chat said that Jonáš is cool. Jonáš, you are cool.
Oh, thank you. Well, I can't multiply
we would have to
that
do the
quickly.
math.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17,
I'm gonna trust the 291.
Yeah, 291 sounds right. It's definitely less than 300, but 291 sounds legit. So there's that. Can we get butterfly nets yet? We want to catch butterflies in our shelters and put them in jars on the tables or fireplaces.
Wow.
That's so wholesome and cute.
That's incredibly specific.
It's so specific. You have to catch them in your shelter. Well, fair. I mean, you can't catch them in the Outlands. You probably will die too quick or.
Yeah, you're too busy trying to stay alive.
Yeah, for sure. It's a cute idea, though. I mean,
yeah,
who knows what will happen in the future.
Most of games have fishing in some sort, but catching butterflies, that's new thing.
Alrighty then. So let's see what else. There's another giveaway code in the chat, so y'all can please go ahead and grab it, and it will probably be an amazing Christmas gift. 390 crowns is quite a lot. So
all the stuff you can buy with that.
Oh yeah, many boosts actually.
Alright.
Yeah. Alrighty then. So I think that we've reached the end of our stream. Just to quickly sum up today's server maintenance is, well, the downtime on our game is due to server maintenance, not an update. So we're really sorry that it's inconveniently long, but it's for the greater good for the game to be improved. And once the maintenance mode is over, you will have a lovely surprise for you there. Well, it's not really a surprise anymore because we mentioned it.
We kind of mentioned it. Might as well mention again if some people like
just
came in the chat.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, you'll get a third slot for encounters, but it's not necessarily a featured map, but there's definitely going to be a chance for you to choose aside from 2 other options for encounters.
Yep.
So yeah, and we've also got our Advent challenges going on. Y'all who were able to join in on the chat, good job on joining in on the challenge today. Alright. Oh, one last comment. Great stream today. Really appreciated the new information that Jonáš and Tony brought. Congratulations on 50 dev streams. Thank you for the giveaways. Do them again next time.
Thank you.
Wow, thanks a lot.
We're happy to give them away. I mean, it's the Christmas season, and thank you so much, Tony and Jonáš, for coming to the stream and giving some insight to our community about the lore and some interesting data and analytics from Jonáš. Do you both have anything you'd like to say to the community before we wrap up?
Just quickly want to say thanks for the support that you guys have given us. Also, like throughout Vigor Chronicles Vengeance, like I think so far it was like our biggest undertaking in terms of features and all the cool stuff that we produced. And that you guys can expect many more cool things in the near future. Just stay tuned for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, I mean, thank you everyone for playing the game, and I hope you will like the new updates and stuff coming.
Yep.
In the future, yeah, for sure. Thank you for sticking with us, and thank you for joining our dev stream. Thank you, and see you in the Outlands, everyone. Bye bye.
See you guys. Bye bye.